while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire.
Hey guys and girls, welcome back to YYC Designz RC Creations. I'm Twist, and today something a little different for you because I got tagged. Yeah, that's right, I got tagged by Uncle Lee at Bulgir RC Videos. Thank you, Uncle Lee. Man, this is going to be something a little different for me. I'm not used to talking about myself. I kind of usually stumble when that goes on, but it ain't so bad. It's about hobbies, yeah? Anyhow, my hobbies are, though, RC building. I have been building RCs since the late 70s, early 80s, when I was a kid. I always wanted one, but quite frankly, I could never afford one, and my parents were the type that we had a good living for home and everything, but we didn't have a lot of money for extras, and so extras were our traveling around the country, and I was very fortunate by the age of 14 to have seen damn near every state and every province in North America. I had traveled North America extensively in an RV, and the RV I presently own, as a matter of fact, and it was a great way to grow up. I had a great childhood, and I had great parents, and what can I say? Happy, yeah? But I think that's also what made my relationship with, well, my marriage and my relationship with Tams so great, was because she was kind of raised the same way, and we were from the same background. She was originally from Regina, Saskatchewan, pardon me, and we had a lot of same morals and values, and we were just a perfect fit. And my dream was to travel North America with her, as I did as a child, because she never got that experience. And unfortunately, our trip was cut a little bit short. Yeah. Tam also loved to travel on my number 2 hobby, which is motorcycles. And I have been riding motorcycles since I was a little kid. I've been a licensed operator since I was 14, which, yes, gives me 42 years, pardon me. It gives me 42 years riding on 2 wheels. And so let's go see my number 1 hobby besides RC, Miss Silver. So here we are, just outside of my front door, and I would like to introduce you to Miss Silver. This is a 2004 Yamaha Roadstar Canadian Veterans Limited Edition. She is number 251 of 300, and she's got about 80,000 kilometers on her. My daughters, Tatiana and Michelle, bought this motorcycle for Tam and I. I had made mention to Tatiana that I wanted to buy a basket case. I've been a hardcore biker, and now I'm just an old guy riding a cruiser in a mom and pop club. But let's have a little boo at Miss Silver. I just installed a set of LED lights in her here. I just got the LED headlamp and highway lamps in her. I custom made my highway pegs down there on both sides. That's a custom made mustache bar on her. She is the LE, so she is a 1700, which is basically, I believe, about 102 cubic inches. Just to let you know, that there is my beautiful Tams wrapped in a Canadian flag, and I took a photograph of her, and a guy I met down in Ohio made that dash for me, and so it is now permanently on Miss Silver. So I, in effect, do take Tams not only in my heart, but on the bike with me everywhere I go. So Tams is still traveling with me, and I'm a little cramped here because I live in a mobile home, so I'm on a small lot, but I'll try and give you as good a shot of Miss Silver as I can without tripping over something or backing into Miss Voodoo. So this is the back end of Miss Silver, and right down here, I don't know if you'll be able to read it, but there is the limited edition thing telling you that she's number 251 of 300 made. About all that makes her super special is that she's got a painted white frame, and I'm going to show you something else. I'm going to show you the air cleaner box here if I can. Right down there, that is a copy of what's on the dash, which leads me to my third hobby, which I will get back to here in just a bit. But because we're outside, I want to show you my other hobby, which of course would be Miss Voodoo. And here she is, and as you can see, Miss Voodoo and my Bronco camper. As I was saying, traveling, I guess, to me is a hobby. It's about as close as I come. So there's my 11'9" camper that I haul on Miss Voodoo, and y'all have seen Miss Voodoo before, but I've been doing some work on her. I'll walk up to the front here real quick just to show you. I saved up a few bucks and put LED halos in her front end, and I straightened the bumper. Actually, I got the truck from Tatiana. This was Tatiana's truck. She bought it new, and basically I got it from her, and there was some damage on it, so I'm in the middle of fixing the damage. And my plans are to store Miss Voodoo and make her look brand new inside and out. She's already had the drivetrain pretty much completely rebuilt, and I'm going to turn her into the Miss Voodoo that I am building as an RC model. In other words, I'm going to build a rock box on her. Pardon the mess, but you'll understand here in just a second what the mess is all about. Like I said, this is my other hobby. I just finished restoring the roof, or the ceiling, in my camper. I had some water damage, so the camper is a bit of a mess. I've got some more work I have to do down here on my water tank. I have to fix that. Now this camper is 40 years old, believe it or not, and so I got to fix a water line right there that goes in and fills my water tank here, and then I have to build a whole new box for that area, and then I'm going to redo the floors because it's a little Aussie and harried in here. I bought this camper from my dad, well, my dad and mom, and like I say, it's 40 years old. It's a 1975 11'9" Bronco camper. They don't make them anymore, so yeah, I ended up redoing the ceiling here because I had some water damage. But she's a nice rig. She's fully loaded. She's got the oversized fridge, and she's got a full bathroom. Sorry, I'm huffing and puffing here. It's really windy outside today. Anyway, I'm going to build some security bars for across the windows there. I'm going to weld those up, and I'm just lucky I have the skills my dad taught me, and well, that I learned in school as well. So, but this is my other hobby, is my Bronco camper. So heading back outside to what looks like a disaster area. I just kind of threw all my materials down there. I'll give you one last look here at Miss Silver while I explain what we're going to have a little look at next. Next is my number 3 hobby. So I guess I don't really consider motorcycling a hobby so much as I do a lifestyle, but it's about as close as I get to another hobby besides my RCs and traveling, you know, with the camper and so on. And what we're going to look at next is actually a hobby. It's my number 3 hobby. But to do that, I have to take you back into the little shop. So maybe this will partially explain why my little shop is always so crowded and kind of looks sort of half like a disaster area. I generally am quite a neat freak, and I'm a little OCD about it. My number 3 hobby is I am an engraver. This is a little example of some of my freehand work that I've designed out of my head. This is a 100-year-old 16-gauge Husqvarna shotgun. It's a very old gun, but I decided to engrave it. It was very plain. On this side, basically, is I'm sort of in the middle of it. This is what I do basically during the winter when it gets real cold. Yeah, as I sit in here and I engrave. The white stuff, in case you're wondering, is called China white, and it allows you to draw a pattern onto steel without permanently staining the steel in any way. And that way you can copy your pattern with your gravers and cut it in, like this is done here and over here. And yes, this barrel on the right is named Dorothy, after my mom, and the one on the left is named Geraldine, after Tam's mom. And I've gone and engraved up the barrel. I kind of tried to put in a little bit of everything in here to show that show the mountains and some of the prairies and the sloughs and stuff, to show that Tam and I are from Alberta, and some flying geese, because we get a lot of geese around here. And then up at the top is just kind of mating up the top of the barrels with the bottom of the barrels. So that's my number 3 hobby, is engraving. And I was at one time classified a master engraver. I don't think any longer, because I am out of practice. I am not as good as I once was. So that's my number 3 hobby, is engraving. So there you go, guys and girls. A little bit about me and my hobbies. And now I am supposed to tag 3 other channels to share a little bit about themselves with you. So let me see who they're going to be. So after our little tour around, I actually took a break here, and now I can't remember what I was talking about, or well, I remember what I was talking about, but I can't remember where in our conversation I was. But yeah, so basically, I'm a military vet, and I've got more hobbies. I'm an avid hunter. I have a bucket load of firearms, both long rifles, handguns, shotguns, that sort of thing. But they're not my main hobbies. Hey, I mean, hunting is hunting. I'm a big game hunter, as well as an upland bird hunter, mostly just for food. So it's more of a necessity sometimes than a hobby. I don't go shooting nearly as much as I used to, so it's not like it was for me anyway. But and now we're supposed to name 3 other channels that or tag 3 other channels to be it, and hopefully they will accept the challenge. Yeah, not that it's that huge a challenge. I've kind of enjoyed sharing a little bit about myself with me. I hope you all have. Honestly, anyway, one guy I have always thought was a very, very groovy cat, and has been nothing but a huge inspiration to me. Now, I understand if he doesn't want to do it, but I would like to throw a tag at Mark from Old Iron RC. Excellent channel. He's a builder like myself, an RC builder. I think y'all would really, really enjoy his channel. If you like my work, you'll love his too. And Mark is a very, very cool guy, very level-headed, and a good friend. Another guy I would like to tag is Kingston RC. He's a fella I got to know only through video here and through YouTube and through the RC channel, and he's just somebody I would like to know a whole lot more about. He's a great guy and excellent channel. And so Kingston RC, and the other one would be Ozboy81. Now, I don't know if he's going to catch the video. I mean, it's like me. We can't always catch everybody's video all the time. I mean, I follow some 300 of y'all, and I would spend my lifetime watching videos if I made your channels all the time. So if I haven't been to your channels as often as you'd like me to be there, I apologize to y'all. I do sit down and binge watch as much as I can when I can, and I think all your channels are excellent. I just don't always have the opportunity to get around to see y'all, and I apologize for that. But we only have a certain amount of time in our days to get things done, and you know, hey, I understand if y'all miss some of my videos too, yeah. So those are the three I would like to tag: are Old Iron RC, Kingston RC, and Ozboy81. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed a little look into my life and into my world. And I am Twist with YYC Designz RC Creations. We'll see y'all in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.